Hi, I'm Neil, and I'm currently living in Taipei, Taiwan.
Hi, I'm Simon De La Riviere, and I currently live in Stellenbosch, South Africa.
We are twins, and we like to discuss tech topics. We each episode we discuss two topics. I choose one, Simon chooses one, but we keep the topics hidden until we film the show.
And this is Twin Tech Talk.
Okay, so my topic, it's in a very similar vein actually. I want to talk about Medium.
Oh,
I don't know if you heard of
yeah.
Medium, Medium.com.
It's
Just
the
for
new.
people that don't know,
Yeah,
it's created by Ev Williams and Biz Stone, the
Obvious
people
Corp.
that behind yes, Obvious Corp, the same people that created Twitter, and Ev Williams was also
Blogger.
behind the Blogger. So I found out about it beginning of this year, in sort of like December last year. It was, and I was Medium, to people that are honest, the website is basically it's a medium.com, and what it is like a blogging platform. At the moment it's only invite only, but you sign up through Twitter. That's your sort of main thing. You go through Twitter, so that's your personality, is your Twitter user.
Mhm.
But all the content that's written on Medium is divided into either private or curated collections or public collections. So if you want to write something, you either create your own collection or you submit it to a collection that someone has either public or
Curating.
curated. So obviously, if it's curated, then the person,
Yeah,
the person that's curated it chooses, okay, I want this in my collection, and that's sort of
yeah.
on their website they say the reason why they created Medium is to create to improve the quality of writing, because and that's sort of like actually funny because Ev Williams, who created Blogger, like democratized the whole process of publishing, right?
Yeah.
Online publishing, like he invented the term blogger. Like
Yeah.
that's the sort of idea. But now that sort of influx of everyone being a blogger creates too much noise, and Medium is sort of like the antithesis of that, is actually creating trying to improve the quality of the writing
Okay.
that
I
everyone
understand. Yeah.
sort
Just
of
okay.
has. Okay. But I've been thinking about, like, because I signed up, and just because I'm curious just to see, but they'll probably send an invite when it's more open or whatever, so I can actually write content. But I went there and just went through the collections, just read some articles. The quality of the content is good. It is good, and some of the collections are really clever, like collections,
Yeah.
and that's something that is interesting from a consumer perspective of reading something.
Yeah.
But I feel that how does that differ from just like any other website? Just makes a public, and like categories, and like collection is just a different name for a category,
Yeah.
right? It's just a fancy name saying it's a category.
Yeah.
So these, and the same with like Medium and Subtle, and now with Quora blogs. These sort of like, I don't know how to frame it. Next generation blogging, not even a platform. It's more like a community, like blogging communities. And I don't know how, why, and if you want to join that. I mean, from a consumer perspective, so far the content's been really great, but as a publisher, I'm still trying to figure out why I would want to do that instead of my own blog.
Yeah. No,
You know?
that's.
Or, I mean, what do you think?
I've also been like looking at Medium. Actually, this week, happenstanced on Ev Williams' page on Medium, right? And I checked it out. It's like I like the idea of the collections and make you contribute to collections, and you create your own collections that people contribute to, right? It's a neat idea.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool, and I like the design. It sort of it creates this
Yes.
much nicer feel than any other site that does it, right?
Yes.
But yeah, to a certain extent I agree. I don't understand how this is supposed to contribute to creating better quality, right?
Yes.
But I mean, they'll still, what will happen, right? Okay, let's say a lot of people use Medium. They'll continue like posting crap blogs, right? Like, let's example, like someone
Yeah.
writes crappy bloggy post. So if they decide, okay, I want to contribute, right? Then
Yeah.
say someone's collection, right? To like designs
Yeah.
and startups here. Okay, they want to contribute that collection.
Mm.
Then if it's crap, that they're not going to accept it. This means that there might be sort of this influencer type community starting to happen where, well, if F. Williams doesn't want to accept mine, I'm just going to give it to someone else of another collection that's curated, and then I mean it's still gonna be there. It's still gonna it's not the idea of collections. It's not gonna make it better. So if
Yeah,
you're
yeah, I could say it's. But see, but that's it. But that's it. That's the thing. It feels to me like it's it's like a website within a website. It's like a community within a community,
Yeah.
and that sort of idea is just
I don't
I don't know, like because let's say for instance, like you said, that the tech startups thing is a good example. I mean, you can even equate it to, for instance, say for instance, The Verge starts its own like tech startup collection, and they sometimes some of their writers post something to that, right? And they make it a curated one. And someone sends, okay, well, I want to, some of the writers from Verge post cool stuff. I want to send it here, and they go, no, we don't want that. Then you go to someone like another open tech thing, and you submit it there. Then isn't that exactly the same? It's just making a different website.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I mean? Like, it's just. But the thing what I like about these platforms so far, the quality of writing is good. Yes, okay. But obviously, the question is, will that change when it opens up to a lot more people? That's we don't know yet.
Yeah.
If they
But,
can,
I mean,
because they've got a recommend. They've got a recommend button.
but I
They
mean,
can.
that's true. But I mean, it's the bottom line is the people that are influencers that are regarded as curators. That's where you'll go find the quality writing, right? Because if they accept these things,
Yeah.
then it's regarded as quality, right?
Yeah.
And the collections or posts that are not great quality, you just won't be primed to see it. It just won't. You won't by chance whatever like discover it.
Yeah. Find it.
You'll
Yeah.
know like
Yeah. But
this guy's a great influencer on Linux systems. Okay, so I know what to expect from his collections, and I know given what he accepts, it's quality. Then it's quality. So in that way, I understand. But
like once again, here's my sort of like idea behind this, right? When I write blogs or write content, I usually try and write it because either I want traffic to my website, I want to increase my brand, I want to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
But also because I want to create my own community in sense of people who read my stuff come to me because they know they read my stuff, right?
Yeah.
If I had a choice to publish to a site like Medium or to self-publish it on my own blog, I would rather self-publish it because I know if people read my stuff there and they like it, then there's a bigger chance that they'll come back, right, to come and read stuff that I write again. And the thing is, on something like Medium, your channel to the user becomes obscured by the fact that you're on this platform.
I understand.
You are writing your own sort of.
But
like
I mean, you can't follow people here. So I mean, in a way, would have to be like this is a publishing platform, not a distribution platform.
Yes, exactly. But that's why I'm trying to still figure it out. Like if I write a good blog and I know it's going to be a good blog post, do I want to? In the eventuality that I do get a Medium account, do I want to post it to Medium, or do I want to post it to my own blog? And the only time when I would probably post it to a published established platform like Medium is when I know that there's a bigger chance that people will find my article and discover me through that. Like, do you understand what I mean? If it's good content, it will probably stay on the top of Medium for some time in a sort of collection. They go, okay, cool, this is a really good article.
Yeah.
Oh, people will just like you said, the serendipity of people discovering my content will be higher. But that's the only reason why so far that I thought why people would rather publish there than on their own stuff.
But okay, but to sort of a counterexample. Okay, so say I'd say you're regarded as a person in a Chinese language learning community that people value what you say, right? You can be regarded as you could be regarded as someone that would be a good curator of Chinese language content, like Chinese learning and language learning content. So if you curate a board on Medium, right, or collection on Medium related to these topics, language learning topics, Chinese language learning, Chinese blah 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 blah, right? Then because all that content is in a much better viewable manner than the blog or other stuff like Social Mandarin, it means it's a much better way to get an understanding of this guy's influencer about collections relating to Chinese language learning, and you can see all those stuff, and people will post top quality content to your boards, and that I guess is a good example of where it would be useful. But I mean, then once again, it's like you said, it's the opportunity cost that you must take to and that's one of the things. Now I look at Medium, I'm like, earlier this week I also looked at Medium, I was like, this is actually really cool, right? I'd really like the design. I can see myself using this, right? But I've already I've switched to Tumblr, my blog to Tumblr, and I'm really enjoying Tumblr these days because I subscribe only to awesome stuff. But it's now I'm like, geez, man, I just spent so much time making Tumblr a nice place as a blogging platform. Now it's like, now Medium comes out, I'm like, man, what do I do? Like, this is actually cool. This could be a cool place to have content, but now I have to sort of either I like post on Medium now the whole time, and then I just link my post back to or link it from Tumblr. But that's not ideal as well. So it's.
But see, that's my whole sort of dilemma about stuff like this. Is if you already have an established like system, like switching over to something like that the opportunity cost must be low. You know, like.
But I mean, but if you make the opportunity cost low, let's say for example, Medium will allow you to link posts to other blogs, right, as content, right? Then it would sort of detract from the quality of it.
Yeah.
Because when people post to Medium, they know, okay, I'm doing this for this reason. Not just, it's like to make a comparison, it's like Google Plus still not allowing cross-posting. Because they want to create a community, right? It mustn't be something that comes from somewhere else.
Yeah.
So it should be interesting.
Okay, let's put it this way. I definitely like reading the stuff on Medium. It's really good, good articles.
It can be because it's a pioneering community. It's still a small community, people making good posts, and but the thing about Medium as well, if you're not interested in the topics, whatever, you won't find it, right? So the writing you would find on Medium that you would discover through, say, Twitter or Facebook, it will be good topic because it's not. It doesn't seem. I can't seem to figure out, but there doesn't seem to be like a follow model in Medium.
Yeah, I haven't. I'm not sure yet.
I suspect there might be. I might be completely wrong here, and I'll probably.
I think maybe you can like look at collections.
Yeah. Okay. No. I think there's. We have to actually like look it up, but I suspect there's some it services content to you that you might find interesting. I think. Let me check. Medium.
Yeah, I mean, I sign in as well. I remember creating an account. But from a publishing perspective, I'm still trying to figure it out. I understand from, like I told you, from a consumer perspective, awesome design. I like reading on it, but from me publishing my own content, like, see, at the moment there's only stuff that's recommended, and I don't know how they recommend it. If you go on your homepage, they just show you recommended, and it's
yeah. I remember.
it's just a blank recommendation. There's no, and then you can go to collections and choose a collection that's ordered at the moment by alphabetic ordering. See, that's the thing. Like, what about collections that are here at this moment? Will anyone be able to create a collection? Like, if anyone is able to create a collection, then there's going to be so many collections. Like, how will they control the creation of a collection? Like, if anyone could create a collection, it's gonna, you know.
Yeah, but I mean,
anyway,
it's interesting. It's interesting to an extent that it's only recommended, but I don't know what they're planning. Right? It might be that they do get like a follow model going, but I suspect it could actually be very cool if they did away with that, right? And it's only Prismatic,
yes,
how they recommend interesting posts and stuff. It could just be like that, you know, take you are interested in these topics and these features, they get surfaced, these recommended posts.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. Like, I like that it's obviously backed by Ev and Biz, who've got some good reputation going, and maybe they've got a better idea of where it's going. But at the moment, the quality is good. To wrap it up, the quality is good. From a publishing perspective, I'm not so sure yet, but when it opens up to more people, it'll be interesting to see how the site is handled.
Yeah,
I mean it's interesting at this point, but
Ev's post says, truth be told, we're just starting the journey of figuring out what it all means. We have a team, and we blah, 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 and we know it will be a learning process as we go. So I think, in a way, it's based on the idea. They say sharing ideas and experiences is what moves humanity forward. And they have a great team. I mean, I'm sure they'll make it succeed in some way. And just by the fact that they have these big names doing it, there will be at least community making great posts. So, at the very least.
Yeah. No, like this episode has got 2 websites that have got an interesting future ahead of them. It will be interesting to see how it goes at .NET and Medium. So, anyway, I just thought I want to hear your thoughts on Medium.
Yeah, that's
it.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes. Good show.